All right, we're going to do imaginary numbers in this station. And now there's a couple facts you need to remember. The square root of -1 is I. Get it? I love algebra 2. I squared is equal to -1. Now, if you ever do forget these facts, you could just type in I squared in your calculator, and as long as it's in A plus BI mode, it will give you -1. But that's the basis for the imaginary number system here. The square root of -25 is 5i. The square root of -9 is 3i. All right. We're going to use the I button at the bottom of your calculator. It looks like that italicized I. And I'm going to type this straight in like I see it, parentheses and all. When you do that, you should get 26 plus 2i. Number 2, I'm also going to type in exactly how I see it, except I need to make sure my calculator knows that this whole denominator is together. So I'm going to put parentheses when I enter it in my calculator. And sometimes it gives you something crazy, so you want to hit Math, Enter, Enter to get it in A plus BI form and fraction form. All right. Putting your calculator in A plus BI mode is something you're going to do right away. You'll go to Mode and make sure A plus BI is highlighted. If you do that, then you can just literally type these in, the square root of -4 plus the square root of -25. And as long as you open and close your parentheses appropriately, you're in good shape. For me, I leave my calculator. I know the square root of -4 is 2i. That should be a -25 there. The square root of -25 is 5i. So I get 7i. Now the square root of -12, we can't just take the square root of 12, but remember that list of perfect squares. If I ask myself, okay, what perfect square goes into 12? -4 times 3 would give me -12. The square root of -4 is 2i, so I'll pull it out front, and that leaves the 3 under the radical sign. Now, remember, you can also type the problems into your calculator, like the original problem. It'll give you a crazy decimal, and then you could go through your multiple choice answers, type them in, and see which gives you the same crazy decimal. Remember these in the black box? We spent some time on these, and remember what happens when you go I to the first is I squared is -1, I cubed is -I, and I to the fourth is 1. You can type all these in your calculator and generate this black box, but the cool thing was it all happens, and then it goes back up here and happens again, and then it happens again. So it goes like this, and then it goes back up here again. Let me show you what I mean. I to the 6th, well, we can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I to the 6th is -1. Let's do I to the 17th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Looks like I to the 17th is equal to I. I to the 15th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like I to the 15th is -I. This is by far the easiest way to approach these. I to the 24th. Oh, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I to the 24th is equal to 1. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, Miss Martin, aren't you picking up on a little pattern here? So I to the 22nd. Well, I don't know about you, but I think I got this down, that I to the 20th, let's see, 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. I to the 20th is going to put me right here. So I think I'll start there this time. I to the 20th, 21, 22. I to the 20th, 22nd power is -1.